Welcome back to ECE 442-542. In this short video I want to go through some announcements. It's quite a long list for lecture 5.3, which is now we're getting into controller design, and we'll start with a technique that we will label Ragazzini design, and that's what lecture 5.3 will deal with. Background material for the Ragazzini controller design you can find in the Unit 5 module under Franklin's pages. It's near the bottom, right above, I believe, the supplements submodule in Unit 5. You can also read about this in the textbook, course textbook in section 6.6. Keep track of, if possible, what's going on in the discussion posts on D2L. Typically those are useful or helpful in terms of working your homework problems. I'm not sure when you will see this video, but if you see it before the homework 4 is due, the homework 4 is due on Wednesday, March 25th. Homework 5 is due on Monday, April 6th, and homework 5 obviously is dealing with the material in Unit 5, which is centered around controller design, but controller design using the Ragazzini approach. Again, we're doing office hours via Zoom on Mondays and Wednesdays from 4 to 5 Tucson time. Those are recorded, but that's just for me to keep track of what we talked about. I will then try to summarize that if it seems like the material would be more globally useful to the people in the entire class, and then I'll try to put together notes and maybe a video of that office hour summary. If you're having difficulties with the course, with the new format that you're being asked to participate in, which is an online format, please let me know. Exam number 2, which was originally scheduled for today, which is when I'm producing this video, it's not happening, and I'm thinking about maybe in a week, which is April 1st, having a quiz on unit number 3. I'll try to keep you up to date on that, so be watching for emails relative to that, and I might actually want you to fill out a quiz before that so that we kind of understand who has what and you get used to the process of executing these in an online format. 542, those students in the graduate section, your project is still proceeding as planned. The first deliverable, which is really a quick summary of what you plan to do in 2 or 3 sentences, deposit that in the assignment folder dealing with deliverable number 1, and the project itself, you'll want to deliver that in the second assignment folder, which will then contain deliverables number 2 and 3. Deliverable number 2 is really your project. Deliverable number 3 is your reflective paragraph, and that's due on the 6th of May. The final exam is a week and a day after that. The final exam is on Thursday, May 14th, and I'm still trying to determine how that will be presented, but just plan on a final exam which will be comprehensive unless that changes. Unit 5, in addition to these first few notes and videos on the design process, there's also supplements. You've now hopefully had the opportunity to see lecture 5.2. There's supplements to lecture 5.2 in how do we create this desired closed loop transfer function T sub C of Z. What if we have performance specifications or design specifications that compete? The design specifications, remember, are those time domain response behaviors of settling time, percent overshoot, and time to peak. I also talk a little bit about sampling and aliasing. That's in the supplement number 3 to lecture 5.2. And after, or possibly even before you have seen this video, which is lecture 5.3, you could look at the overview of controller design as a supplement to this lecture. Obviously then, in a couple of lectures from now, you'll maybe want to look at another Ragazzini design example, which actually illustrates this concept of intersample ripple. That's now the announcements relative to this point in the semester dealing with lecture 5.3, which is the Ragazzini direct controller design.